No one in Dalimban truly remembered when the legend began, but all eyes would turn towards the deep woods as night drew near. The villagers called it Uno Nangulong, the whispering tree, a name spoken in hushed tones, as though the forest itself might be listening. Long shadows stretched from its base, swallowing the forest path, until even the bravest hunter dared not pass. Eloy, a curious boy with wide, inquisitive eyes, sat by his grandmother's feet, restless as she told the old stories.
"You must never go near that tree after dark, Eloy,"
she warned, her wrinkled hand tightening around his.
"Never answer when it calls your name. Some things, Anak, are not meant to be tested."
The other children drew closer to the fire, but Eloy's gaze drifted to the rain-beaded window, imagining secrets waiting in the woods. Defying his grandmother's pleas, Eloy slipped from his home just as the village lanterns were dimmed. The forest swallowed his footsteps, muffling the crunch of twigs beneath his feet. He pressed on toward the tree, driven by a mix of fear and excitement, determined to uncover the truth behind the whispers. At first, all Eloy heard was the sighing of the wind and the distant drip of water from high branches. Then, as the fog thickened, a voice began to rise, soft, melodic, yet unmistakably calling him.
"Eloy, Eloy, come closer!"
The sound seemed to curl around him, gentle as a lullaby, irresistible in its promise. He stepped forward, heart pounding, eyes wide, as the ground at the base of the tree shifted beneath him. Eloy carried flickers, casting wild shadows before it snuffs out. The rain has stopped. All is silent but for the soft, beckoning voices. Eloy tried to turn back, but the roots shot out, twisting around his ankles, pulling him toward the gaping hollow. He opened his mouth to scream, but the only sound was the whisper of the tree, now joined by a chorus of others, familiar yet distant, as if from beneath the earth. His red slipper slipped off, tumbling to the mossy ground as he vanished into darkness. No footsteps, no blood. Only the slipper remained, its color stark against the emerald moss. The villagers stood in silence, grief and fear etched into every line of their faces. From that day, none dared speak Eloy's name aloud. The rules were carved in stone. Never enter the forest after sunset. Never listen to the wind near the tree. And if it whispers your name, run. Travelers passing through Dalimban sometimes claim to hear voices, many voices, calling from the woods. Some say they recognize the names, lost friends and family, all lured by the same gentle call. The legend lives on, warning those who would doubt. Some stories aren't meant to be questioned. They are meant to be feared.